Good morning, everyone. My name is MightyStream, and I want to do our May the 27th just for today in a meditation. I greet you this morning. I am in Huntsville, Alabama. I've left Memphis, Tennessee, and come to Huntsville to check on my family. My husband is here with his brother. And so we spent the early wee hours in the morning dealing with a tornado warning and had to take cover. So there's that. The title of the meditation for today is Meeting the Day's Challenge. The decision to ask for God's help is our greatest source of strength and courage. That comes from basic text, page 26. A challenge is anything that dares us to succeed. Things new and unfamiliar serve as challenges. Whether those things appear good or bad to us, we are challenged by obstacles and opposition from within ourselves and from without. New and difficult things, obstacles, and opposition are all a part of life on life's terms. Living clean means learning to meet challenges. Many of us, consciously or unconsciously, took drugs to avoid meeting challenge. Many of us were equally afraid of failure and success. Each time we declined the day's challenge, we suffered a loss of self-esteem. Some of us used drugs to mask the shame we felt. Each time we did that, we became even less able to meet our challenges and more likely to use. By working the NA program, we found the tools we need to successfully meet any challenge. We've come to believe in a power greater than ourselves, a power that cares for our will and our lives. We've asked that power to remove our character defects, those things that made our lives unmatchable. We've taken action to improve our conscious contact with that higher power. Through the steps, we've been given the ability to stop using drugs and start living. Each day, we are faced with new challenges. And each day, through working our program of recovery, we are given the grace to meet those challenges. Just for today, I will ask my higher power to help me squarely meet today's challenge. Beautiful meditation. Let's take a moment of silence, followed by the reversion of serenity prayer. Thank you. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Just for today, please and thank you. So we are discussing meeting the day's challenges and being able to understand, on a deep level, that we don't use drugs no matter what. And we try not to use ill behaviors no matter what. But we definitely do not want to pick up the drug, because after the first one, I know you guys can agree with me on this one. All bets are off. All bets are off. And so when we're dealing with challenges that come up during the course of the day, I believe for me what works, and people ask me this quite often, but I honestly believe that the only thing that works for me is to go into a meditative state of mind and being. I have to change the energy within me. I have to figure out a way to cut off the cortisol leaks, usually through deep breathing and by myself sometime. Because for me, if I can just get 15 seconds to 30 seconds of changing or of uh, interrupting, I guess is what I want to say, um, that flow of anxiety or urgency, pressure, if I can just change it for a moment, I have a hope shot, because I am such an individual that is so in high drive, right? I am always in high drive. My mother used to tell me, you know what, girl, if you could just do 100% instead of 150, Well, what I know is that when I move into action, there's not anything other than, I would say, God that can stop me. A bullet probably could do it, right? But when I'm in high drive and I'm moving forward into what I believe is the right thing to do, I'm going to move with it. And I'll deal with or ask for forgiveness later. I know that about me. And so instead of allowing myself to get pressured to respond, right? Instead of allowing people to put me into a corner where I have to come out fighting, I change all of that. And I change that by insisting that I have time and energy to be able to make a different decision. I don't let anyone back me into a corner, right? I have to have that time. And even if someone is talking to me and causing me to feel this angst or this pressure, right? Just like the whole health staff that just approached me to tell me that breakfast is here, even in that moment, although I know I'm taping, she does not know that I'm taping. But when I put my hand up, that's an indication you need to stop talking, right? And so in any situation where I feel like someone is trying to pressure me, whether it's, knowingly or not, but they're creating a pressure in me to do something, I know how to stop that. Because most people, if you tell them, I just need a moment, or you put your hand up, or you indicate to them that you can't respond right now, but you will get back to them. So that's hopeful for them. Most people will back away and give you the time that you need. And I guarantee you, for me, I don't need long. I just need a few seconds not to have to respond on my toes. Right. And that means when life challenges come up, even if a person is talking to me, if I can grab that moment, guys, right, then I put myself in a better position to act appropriately. And acting appropriately is not necessarily saying that I don't get an opportunity to be myself. That's not what it indicates at all. What it indicates is that even in having the right to be who I am and to be myself, I acknowledge, right, that I need a moment to make sure that I process it right. Because there's nothing worse than having a lot of regret because of ill behavior. There's nothing worse than being clean and living dirty and having to add people to your list after you've been in the process of recovery for a while. The step 10 helps you with that, but it still it's a bit embarrassing, right? To have to go back and say, I'm sorry I responded that way. I don't have to do that today. Or I wouldn't say I don't have to do it today. I do it. I do it less often. I do it less often because I know how to put myself into a meditative, prayerful state, no matter what's going on around me. Case in point, this tornado that just, this warning that we had, and we had to get up at 3 in the morning and get into the stairwell and trying to get the children and my husband all up and into the stairwell where I felt that we would be safe. Even though the majority of the hotel was coming to the lobby, I felt that our safety was in the stairwell, right? Even in that moment, people not waking up and moving as quickly as I would want them to, I was able to go into a meditative state. People respond better when you lower speak firmly, but they respond better when you lower your voice, and give them very specific instruction about what they need to do, especially coming out of a dead sleep. And so I was able to change my energy instantly and get my family to respond in a way that would mean that we would have another tomorrow prayerfully, right? And so I just want to encourage you with that life storms, and I've had a couple of them seem like they've come up here lately, right? The tornado in my hometown, Portage, and now here I am, pretty much just ran right into a tornado zone, right? And so here, um, life will come up, right? My circumstances speak more to what is happening also in my spiritual life, right? So life will throw you tornado type situation, right? So let's switch from the physical to our spiritual journey, right? Life will throw you things that will feel deeply like a storm, but you still have the choice of how you respond. And it will either bring you ongoing recovery or it will abort your recovery temporarily if it does by poor choices. So today I want to impress upon you the purpose in prayer, the purpose in meditation. The benefit of that is that then now you get to process that, internalize it, and then respond and go out and do what you need to do. And this is really good information, not only just for old timers, but this is really good information for individuals that are struggling to stay clean or have circumstances, life circumstances. I think someone just posted something, on the channel in the comment. They just posted something about whether or not they lose their marriage. They need to make a choice to basically, I'm paraphrasing, to stay clean. What will using drugs do for anything that I'm going through? What purpose would it serve to pick up and start from scratch all over again? Even if I lose the marriage, even if I lose a spouse, even if my children turn on me, even if I lose all of my properties, what benefit would it be for me to pick up a drug? First of all, more than anything, it changes my ability to respond appropriately, and it takes away my choices. I don't. I may have a comeback, but I'm not trying to find out if I do. So I'm just stay locked and loaded here, living life on its own terms, one day at a time, sometimes 1 second at a time, and definitely one prayerful, meditative moment at a time. See, I don't meditate for an hour thinking that it's going to get me through the rest of the day. How they say yesterday's recovery will not keep you clean today. I don't meditate for a long period of times because I don't have that kind of time. But I stay in a meditative state of mind and I go to that peaceful place within when circumstances come up. Even when trouble is staring me in the face, even when someone is trying to pressure me into something, I go to a place within myself and I decide how I want the outcome to be. And then I act accordingly, regardless to what kind of pressure they're putting on me. Listen, guys, I gotta go. I gotta get this next meditation done and then take care of some exams today for my course. Okay. So have a beautiful day. Live it on purpose, in a beautiful manner. Live it the way that you want the outcome to be, right? So have a beautiful day on purpose. I intend to talk to you tomorrow.